Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. My name is Sudhir, and you're watching your digital classroom study with Sudhir. I hope all of you are doing well. Now, there is one aspect that has worried me a lot while I checked the tests and assignments submitted by my students, and that's what has prompted me to record this particular video. And this video is not just for students who are set to appear in the board examinations of class 10 and class 12, be it CBSE, ICSE, ISC, or any of the state boards. This applies equally to students who are in class 7, 8, 9, and 11. Now, also, this will be a short video. There will be Seedhi Baat, no Faltu Bakwas. Okay, so let's get on with this quickly. First, remember, the first point is, please remember that you have to impress the examiner. The key word is impress the examiner. The examiner is, after all, not your uncle or aunt. तुम्हारा कोई मामा मामी या चाचा चाची नहीं लगा कि they will take a lenient view as far as your paper is concerned, even if you have presented your answer script in the worst possible manner. Okay, so let's get that clear. So it's very important that the quality of your handwriting is good. Now, when I say this, many students will immediately jump and say कि क्या handwriting के लिए marks मिलते हैं या marks कटते हैं? जी नहीं. You will not get a single extra mark just because your handwriting is beautiful. You will not lose a single mark just because your handwriting is pathetic. However, and please listen to this carefully, if your handwriting is not such that the examiner can read it easily, trust me, no examiner will show great care and attention. There may be some nice, gentle examiners, but by and large, don't expect, the thumb rule is that do not expect the examiner to take extra effort to understand each and every word of what you have written if your handwriting is really that bad. Okay, so it is in your interest. Agar aapko marks chahiye, so you have to write it in such a handwriting that is legible, that is easily understood by the examiner. Please get that straight. I see far too many students, and maybe it is a result of too much of WhatsApping, too much of digital addiction, that many students' handwriting is really very bad, and I see a deterioration over the years. I mean, the batch of 2020 or 21 or 2019 did not have such bad handwriting by and large. But I see at least, if there are 10 students, at least 6 of them will have a poor handwriting that it is very difficult to understand. So in your own interest, I repeat, please ensure that your handwriting is legible. Agar aapki handwriting is not good, please practice. You still have another 4 to 5 months in which to practice and ensure that you have a decent handwriting. See, it is in your own interest that your answer paper is tidy. I see many students doing a lot of kataputi, especially when it comes to essay writing and letter writing and even other answers. Too much of cutting. How will an examiner react to an answer script which is not tidy? Guests come to your home. Don't you clean up the house? You do, right? Why? Because you want to give a good impression to the visitors. The examiner is a very important visitor to your answer script. So it's in your interest to ensure that you don't cut too much, right? If you have made a mistake, of course you will cut. But even that cut can be done by a single stroke. You don't have to do it like this and make it all very messy. The look of the paper also makes a difference to the mindset of the examiner. The examiner will think, neat paper. So there will be a certain kindness with which the examiner will approach that answer script. Whereas if it is a very messy paper, he'll think, "Are kya paper diya hai?" It is the human mindset that I am talking about. So please ensure that your handwriting is neat. Neat is the thing. I'm not talking of beautiful handwriting. Neat, legible, and your answer script is tidy. That was the most important point number 1, because this is what I find very commonly among all the tests and assignments that I get to read. Number 2, I find many students also using a very light color blue pen, which is not very clear. It strains the eye. So please ensure that जो ball pen आप use करेंगे, उसका जो blue ink है या black ink है, it is legible, it is clear, it does not strain the eye while reading. It has to be pretty dark, clear blue or clear black pen, which is what is prescribed by the board or the council. दूसरी बात, now immediately students will say, can I use a gel pen? You can, my friends, use a gel pen. However, what happens is that if the quality of that particular paper of your answer script is not of great quality, it is possible that that gel ink will blot on the other side, which will make writing on the back side of the page difficult and not very easy to be read by the examiner. Now, wouldn't you want that the examiner should be able to read what you have written? जिसके लिए मेहनत की है, जो भी आपने लिखा है, you should ensure that the examiner is able to read that, right? That's the intention. So that's why it is advised that you use a ball pen. Also, right from today, decide these are the brand of ball pens that I will use, and start getting your fingers getting used to that pen, to holding that pen. Exam से एक दिन या दो दिन पहले नया pen मत choose करना. Choose that pen now and get used to the feel of the pen on your fingers. That's important. Now, the third thing is that try to break whatever you write into smaller paragraphs, or in the case of subjects like history, civics, geography, biology, chemistry, etc., you can write it in point format also. Language वगैरह में paragraphs are preferable, literature वगैरह में, any language papers. So ensure that you break it up into smaller paragraphs. If you have a mass of words hitting the eye of the examiner, trust me, it's not very easy for the examiner. He or she may miss out some of the keywords that you have used. So it's always preferable to break it up into paragraphs, underline the keywords even better. The subheadings for subject papers like geography, history, civics, biology, chemistry, physics, etc., you can underline the subheadings. Make it easy for the examiner to assess and evaluate what you have written. Okay. Number 4, if you are not going to practice map marking in geography or diagrams in subjects like biology, you will be at a loss. Please remember, it is not for the beauty of the diagram. It is for the accuracy of the diagram or the marking on the map that you will get marks. So accuracy is what you need to practice, not beauty. But you have to nevertheless practice so that you get the overall, the basic shape, etc. perfectly all right as far as diagrams are concerned. Fifth point, and this is specific to the board exam of this year. Please understand the concept. I find too many people wasting time listening to long wish videos and trying to rote learn. Please understand the concept. Concept को समझो, जो क्योंकि आपसे जो प्रश्न पूछे जाएंगे, the questions that you will be asked will test your understanding, whether you have understood the basic and you are able to explain what the concept is instead of having rote learned the definition and the whatever matter is there in your subject book. Okay, so you will be tested on your understanding. So learn from subject experts. Very important. Subject experts है, जो उस subject का expert है, उससे सीखो. You know, that is what is really needed at this stage in your life, irrespective of whether you are in class 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12. Okay, and the quality of the answer should reflect your understanding of that particular concept. Number 6, be it an essay or even answers at the ICSE, ISC, CBSE level, all of them stick to a word limit. So stick to that word limit. Get into the topic straight away. इधर उधर की बातें मत करो. Preamble to the Constitution नहीं लिखना है. सीधा सब्जेक्ट के अंदर घुसो, because आपके पास limited number of words ही होंगे. So stick to the word limit. That's something very important. Okay. Be crisp. Use keywords in the examination, and as I said, attack the question directly. Last point, if you are in doubt about any spelling, please don't use that word. If you use the wrong spelling, you will be penalized for it. So it is in your own interest. अगर आप 100% sure नहीं हैं about the spelling of that particular word, please, in your own interest, do not use the word. Use some other synonym. But if you make a mistake, you will lose marks for it. So that is a decision you need to take. So these are some of the things I wanted to tell you on how to impress your examiner. Examiner will be the most important person who will check your papers in the summer months. So in your own interest, देखो कैसे examiner को खुश कर सकते हैं. That is something which you need to do. I hope you found this video useful. clear, crisp tips on how to impress the examiner. Tata, bye.